A new year calls for a new kind of podcast. Live every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Are you ready?
What's up, y'all? Trent Small, the chef, a.k.a. Red Specs. I'm here with my brother and co-host, Papa Wolf, a.k.a. Alpha Moon, and this is Food for Thought. Live every Thursday night from 8 to 10 p.m., we'll be bringing you real talk on food, music, and the truth that matters to our listeners. You can catch us streaming only on YouTube and also catch our audio version on Spotify for creators and wherever you get your podcasts. Tonight, 28 years incarcerated for a crime he didn't commit. Now exonerated, Ricky Fuquan McGee. Let's get into it.
A new year calls for a new kind of podcast. Live every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Welcome to Food for Thought. Thank you for tuning in live with us today. Before we dive in, don't forget to follow, like, comment, share, hit the subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss any of our episodes here on YouTube. We appreciate that. Tonight's guest is a survivor, advocate, a truth seeker who's rebuilding his life after spending 28 years wrongfully incarcerated for a crime he didn't commit. Incarcerated as a young man and exonerated decades later through new evidence and the ongoing efforts of innocent advocates. His story reflects not only the deep flaws in the justice system, but also the enduring power of hope, dignity, and inner strength. He is also the founder of the Harriet Tubman Project, a legal advocacy class for incarcerated men. Also joining him is his business partner and the woman who fought for him, prayed for him, prayed with him,
Facts.
and pushed the world to see his truth. The warrior she is, who stood by him for 28 years. She's a dedicated entrepreneur, a passionate social advocate, and committed community organizer. She's the co-executive director of the Harriet Tubman Project and intake coordinator at the New England Incarcerated Project. We had this brother on the show not too long ago, right, D?
Yeah.
Last year, we had him on the show via landline, and he talked to us from Norfolk State Prison. Check this out. Can you tell, because I know you in Norfolk State Prison right now, right?
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. What events led you to being incarcerated and how it started?
Yeah, so, obviously growing up in the hood, mother felt like needed a change because a lot of things was going on. My big brother, my mentor, was locked up for a homicide when he was 16. I was 13. So, she moved to like a remote area, like a college part of the city called the Fenway. As soon as I went there, I was different. Like I'm walking around with fatigues on. They stopping me every 2 or 3 minutes. I'm with my man from the city. So, I just had a target. There was a homicide that had transpired out there, and I became prime suspect number one. That was looking at no one else. And, generally in 97, they just engineered a case based on selective prosecution to try to convict me of a homicide that I've been fighting for the last 27 years. So, at that time, Suffolk County, even to this day, was considered a majority black or brown county, but it has the worst homicide division, one of the worst homicide divisions in the country. There's more wrongful convictions out of Suffolk County, almost akin to any other state in this country in the last 30 years. So, they engineered a conviction off of me, government misconduct, police threatening witnesses, not disclosing exculpatory evidence, to really engineer a conviction I've been fighting for the last 27 years.
Welcome to the show, Ricky, Fuquan, McGee, and Jacqueline Fonseca. To the show, man. Let's get them on.
Let's get them up.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Peace.
Yes. We just want to
you
thank
guys
you
doing?
guys to the show.
No, I'm incredible.
Good.
Okay, so this is one of those conversations where we're not looking back. We're looking forward. Okay, we're looking forward. We're talking about new beginnings, new goals, new visions. Okay, because the whole world already know what happened. We don't have to go there anymore. This is new. Today, we're focusing on the chapters you're writing right now. So first off, welcome both of you to the show. How are you guys feeling today?
No, I'm at peace. Incredible.
Good.
Incredible indeed.
Good.
No doubt. So let the people know who you are and where you come from. Let's start with Ala Fuquan. Let the people know where you from, brother.
Nah, peace. I was originally born in Oklahoma, premature, but my family are from Boston, and that's originally, the root of it all. Is where my, majority of my family was born. After leaving Oklahoma for a few months, going to Cali for a little bit, we moved back to Boston. So Boston's my roots. I lived on all parts of the city. I lived in Mattapan, Dorchester. I lived in the Fenway. I lived in Roxbury. So I'm really a child of the city.
All-around guy.
Yeah.
Word, know what I mean? So I just a child of the city.
Okay.
Nice.
And Miss Jacqueline, tell the people who you are.
Absolutely. Well, thank you both for having me. My name's Jackie. I am also from Boston, born and raised. I come from Cape Verdean family. A lot of people may not know Cape Verde, but definitely look it up.
Okay.
We're warriors at heart, been fighting for a long time. I come from a beautiful legacy of advocates. And, I met Fuquan actually 3 years ago. Because I only 28 would have been a while. I was real.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But as soon as I met him, fell in love with the work, and his character, everything that he was doing, and for himself and for his freedom. And it just made sense. The advocacy that I was doing at the time through housing, I felt would impact more people if I did that in this world. So, here he is. It's incredible to see him home. I don't have to hold a poster board anymore.
Big up.
Yeah, big up, man.
So let's get right into it because
let's get
people
into
want to know what Fuquan, what does life look like for you today, man?
So it's always based identity on 3 fundamental relationships, right? First is the relationship that one has with truth. You got to have a healthy relationship with truth. That's going to create the foundation for you to have a healthy relationship with yourself, right? That gives you the guardrail on how to move, how to navigate. And third is the relationship with the world. And when I was out last time, although I didn't commit the offense that I was incarcerated for, I wasn't an angel. Like, I didn't really know how to integrate the world in a way that was elevational for both parties, man. So for me to come out and kind of fall in love with the world again and know how to treat her, right, and know how to administer equality to her, and do it respectfully. Like my relationship for the world is dope based on my relationship with truth and my relationship with myself getting stronger. So right now, like every day presents an incredible opportunity to kind of validate my love story with the world. You know what I mean? And it manifests in different ways, but it's still that same energy, it's still that same equality, and it's still evolutionary too, because as much as I'm giving, I'm getting. Like I feel so full, I feel so nurtured,
Right.
and I feel so fulfilled. You know what I mean? So at the core of everything that we're gonna build upon, it starts with those three relationships. And you know, I'm just leaning into them all the way.
Yeah, keep
Bless,
pushing,
bless,
man. Keep
bless,
pushing,
bless,
man. No doubt. Keep
bless,
pushing.
bless.
That's all you can do. Keep
That's all
pushing.
you could do. So, Sister Jackie said 3 years you've been holding this king down, doing the thing. And that's a powerful thing for a queen to do that. You come from a line of warriors, you know. So tell us, how was that when he was locked up and you were holding him down? Did you ever get discouraged? Did you ever feel that it was hopeless, or you just kept fighting in that warrior spirit?
I never doubted his freedom. I never doubted his innocence because I never doubted his mind. I met Fuquan for who he is first. He's not just a wrongfully incarcerated individual, he's an incredible human being, and his mind is free. It always was. So, honestly, the first conversation I had with him on the phone, I didn't know he was incarcerated because
Mm.
the conversations we were having were about freedom,
Mm,
legacy building.
mm,
And that's not something that I have conversations with people out in the free world about. So incarceration wasn't going to keep him locked up. So I never doubted him first.
Right.
And then when I researched his case, it just didn't make sense. There was no way that he was going to continue to stay behind there with his drive and just the ambition that he had. So me adding on to all of that, I just knew that together we would be able to make it happen. And 3 years later, here he is.
that's
Big up, man.
that's
I
blessed, man.
listen.
That foundation.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, man.
I never been there. I can't imagine, man. But this had to been like a roller coaster for you, brother.
Yeah, yeah.
It had to be. So right now, in this moment in your life, right? What's the biggest priority you're focusing on building right now?
So, you know, obviously it's interconnecting myself within the ecosystem of my family. Like I grew up with a bunch of sisters, right? I'm the only male in my household. So my father, you know, he ain't around, but it's really just rebuilding my relationship with my family. Um, you know, that's the most organic part of it, the most organic piece. And because the reality with my situation is this, man, my incarceration, my false incarceration, me being framed devastated my family. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
like it led to a whole bunch of different nuances within my small little family. And you know, I came out strong. I came out with a fortitude and a vigilance that going through adversity creates, but it also is another side. Like my family is going through a lot, right? Mentally and emotionally. And I'm getting out healthy. I'm strong. You know what I mean? I don't smoke. I don't drink. I haven't done so for 30 years, but they're battling different things, right? So it kind of humbles me and keeps me grounded, man. And I always want to make sure I'm there for them. As much as I got things going on, and like I said, every day's been amazing.
Yeah.
There's still that brother in me that wants to check in and make sure everything's great, right? So it's kind of balancing that, not going so far without, you know, leveraging my obligation to be there for my family. Cause I'm used to just doing me. I don't got kids. I don't got, but now I realize like my obligation to check in on moms again. Like I haven't been through that in almost 30 years, right? So
Yeah.
checking with moms, make she's right next door. Like, yo, how you doing? How's your day? You need me to grab you something? You know what I mean? Medical trips. Like, could I, you know what I mean? So I'm getting used to that.
Foundation.
What
So
was that like?
Yeah, that's like foundation.
Seeing moms for the first time and mom seeing you. What was that? What was that like, man?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can focus on a great part, but when I came in, my mother was 38 years old. You see what
Right,
I'm saying? She was,
right.
like youthful, like energetic, right? And just to see the age, right? Not that she looked old or anything like that, but
Hmm.
Yeah, the
um
time passed.
the
The
time
time.
passed and like damn, like it's like, you wake up and you see 30 years pass, right in front of you. I used to look in her eyes and see a completely different person, man. So, and it makes me really look at what the system took. Like they
Mm.
took those years. There was a lot of years removed in that assessment, but I love my mother. I love her. You know, just being her only son, she went through a lot, but it was fulfilling. You see what I'm saying? It was
Yeah,
very
yeah,
emotional,
yeah.
and I had to allow her to be a mother again. Right here, I am, 47 years old now,
Yeah,
and
she like starting all over almost
word.
like
So, and I got to
yeah.
give her the freedom to do it. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I'm
Yeah.
so independent, self-reliant now, but I
Mhm.
still have to give her the opportunity to be a mom. Right.
Yep.
So and it's just having the patience to go through that, but it's been incredible, you know what I mean?
Big up to Mom's
Yeah,
Dukes.
yeah. Big up to
Word.
mom.
Big up to Mom Dukes, man. Oh
And,
man.
and family is important. You know what I'm saying? They build a lot of foundations for us as Black kings and queens. You know, family is important. And you said something like when you was incarcerated, they're not only it's not only happening to you, it's happening to your family. You know what I'm saying? So they're missing you. You're missing them. So that foundation is now it's ruptured. Now you're home. Now trying to build on that and on the things that you missed, like you just said about like with your mom. You know what I mean? But at the same time, navigating this whole new world. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole new world. 28 years, it's a whole new world. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So take time, you know what I'm saying? Take time, move at your pace, and do the things that you need to do for yourself. Keep your queen next to you. She's been not in the world, but she's been of that world out there. So she knows. So you got to watch for those pitfalls because it's crazy out here, real crazy. So I just wanted to know what's your everyday routine like?
Hmm.
You wake up in the morning, because it's totally different from being locked
Mm-hmm.
down. So
Yeah.
what's that like, brother?
Nah, I mean, every day's been like amazing to me. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And it presents multiple opportunities. So I'll say today, um, and Jackie, she,
She laughing.
she, she
She
gonna
laughing.
tell you.
No.
So every morning now, every alarm master, every waking dawn, right? I'm training at 6, right? I got the gym right across the street. I'm training. And I know you see the guns, so
I was
training at
gonna say,
6.
yo, be
I'm
careful.
up
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
5, training at 6 for an hour. 7, you get to it, check the email, start the day,
Hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
that's how it start. Today I went, I got a consultancy job. I consult for the city
Hmm.
and
Nice.
private, independent, individual consultant for the city. Not no employee, but I'm a consultant. So I went into the office today. Then at 12, I had a photo shoot and a suit fitting because they gonna have me on the cover of a magazine
Go
where
ahead.
my cousin did an article, right? So got fitted it for the magazine. Great putting a suit on. Um, and by 2 o'clock, I got on a Zoom call from 2 to 3, building about civics with different thought leaders throughout the country. Um,
Mm-hmm.
from 2 to 3, right after that, I get the call that someone from Boston College was listening to that Zoom link that I was on and
Okay.
wants to give me a free ride to Boston College for 4 years, right?
Nice. Nice.
Um,
Nice.
so then right after that, like that's just how my days be. Like
Hmm.
everything, when you've been universal, like it
Uh-huh.
wasn't just law taught myself. I taught myself a myriad of different things. So
Hmm.
when I'm in these places, I'm able to really lean into the literacy of them where people were like, damn, where was you at? Right. And I told them, nah, I'm self-taught. I was in prison. It just becomes something empowering for them. So every day presents multiple opportunities, man. I mean, I'm on a podcast now with brothers, right? Ain't even 8 o'clock yet. Right. So 10 o'clock, I might be asked to be doing something else. My cousin may call me, be like, yo, let's go to Saugus. They won't see you.
Yeah.
Right.
My
But it's
brother.
been amazing. It's been incredible. The beauty of it is that you get to share that journey. Every time I go through a milestone, I call Jackie, show her some pictures because she can appreciate it a little bit more than others. And it's good to get that out my head, you know, to have someone to kind of communicate with and speak to. But my days have been incredible. I can't
That's good.
complain and just maintain and balance because every time I enter someone's space, they may not be having a great day. So I got always learn to guard my energy, take my victories, right? But ultimately share them to the people that matter the most to me.
No doubt. And you deserve it, brother. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Yeah. I
So,
definitely
Jackie,
was gonna say that.
are you keeping up with him or what?
You can hear me? Respect?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I started smiling when you guys asked him the question because this was also his life before he got out. We would be on the phone going to galas, he's speaking, going to the state house, he's speaking. So we've been doing things like this, going on podcasts, interviews, news channels through the phone. And then people would go in there and he would hold whole conferences in prison. So he's been doing incredible things while incarcerated. I already knew his pace. When you say go at your own pace, his pace is different.
It is, and should
Speed
it
and
should
focus.
be. It should
Speed
be.
and
It
focus.
should be.
And that's how
It
it's supposed
is.
to be.
It
should
is.
be. And brother, let no one take time away from you. Okay,
Word.
let
You can't get that
nobody
back,
waste your
King.
time because you don't have time.
That's
you,
right.
You,
We
you
can't
got
get
to
that
keep
back.
moving, keep punching at everything and doing what you got to do. Don't let nobody waste your time, man, because you don't have time for that. You
Yeah,
waste
Nah,
enough
word.
time.
And
Yeah.
Miss Jackie, how does it feel seeing him moving in his purpose? I mean, I know I can only imagine it must feel good. You know what I'm saying? But let the FFT audience, the Food for Thought audience know, how does it feel for seeing him move in his purpose?
It's incredible. Like when he called me earlier to give me the news about Boston College, it was so emotional to me. I just started tearing up because this is what it was all about. To know that the state kidnapped someone like him.
Kidnap. Yeah,
Like-
that's a good word.
And that's the way you address that.
It
Kidnap.
is.
Yep.
They
kidnap.
took him out of his home in his boxes in front of his little sisters. The man of the house was stripped from the household. So now to see him come back stronger than ever, leading the family, bringing them back together, and then being able to be earning everything that he deserves. The Boston College thing, I said, don't let anyone call you lucky, because every single
No.
thing that you're getting, you
You
earn
deserve
that.
That's
Yep.
right.
You
deserve
earn
it.
that. You worked hard for that.
Yep.
And he did it his own way. No, you know, there's brothers that are going to school while they're incarcerated. That's phenomenal. But Fu spent his time getting out, and he's out here getting everything that is owed to him and then some. And this is just the beginning. So it feels
Just the beginning.
incredible.
That's good.
Yes,
And
yes, man.
I'm just glad that the world gets to witness it to some degree, but I'm glad that I'm here to witness every step of it. And there's a lot more incredible things he's done in less than 2 months being home, but I feel grateful. I feel happy, fulfilled, knowing that it was all for this. And he's able to inspire so many more people. So just like Harriet, we're gonna get a lot more people home through that incredible mind.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It was written. You know what I mean? It was written. It's part of your destiny, King. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And right now, the youth is running so, I mean, they're lost. You know what I'm saying? And to look up and see a brother like you in the situation that you were in, to me, and I could be wrong, but that's for them to look at. That's for them to, you want to talk about a role model, you want to talk about this. That's for the youth to look at, reach out to them,
No doubt.
show them
no
what
doubt.
it is. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. We need that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We need
Yeah.
that.
So for all our viewers out there, check us out at 7 a.m. and then again on 3 p.m. on Brooklyn Free Speech TV, Spectrum, Optimum, and RCN channels. And for those who don't have those channels or who don't live in Brooklyn, you can check us out on Verizon Fios. Thank you very much.
Oh, you said that right this time. Verizon Fire. You got that right this time. Respect.
So it's just amazing. So what's the biggest challenge or biggest change you've noticed in him, Jackie, since coming home? The biggest change?
The biggest change are some of the little nuances that other people may not understand. Why he eats onions now. That's not something he was doing before. He was very adamant that he wouldn't touch onions. I see him really enjoying.
Not straight, not like an apple. Not
No,
like that.
No.
Oh, I was going to say, Juan, come on now. You eat onions like that?
You
Nah,
wouldn't-
that's weird, G. That's weird, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I just love to see how free he is, to see the things that he's able to explore. Things that he may have said, oh, I'm not going to do that. He was like, I'm never putting a suit on. Today, he just got fitted for a tux, and the
There
world
you
sees
go.
him on
There
the
you
front page with a
There
suit
you
on.
go. There
Miss
you
Jackie,
go.
Which
did
is-
he get the little bow tie yet? Did he get the
Yeah,
bow
a
tie yet?
distinct-
Nah,
Distinguished
not a bow
gentleman.
tie. I'm going
Yeah.
corporate, man. It's about business when I'm in
That's
those
it,
rooms.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Word.
Distinguished gentleman. Distinguished gentleman.
Yeah,
Word.
that's it.
just seeing him expand and just seeing him be free, because as long as I've known him, he was in prison, so there's only so much that you can do as far as showing your joy.
Mm-hmm.
I got to experience that intimately, but once he got home, now the world gets to see his joy. The world gets to see how funny he is. The world gets to see him dancing. In prison, you're never going to get that version of him because he's in
Right,
prison. It's survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the biggest things are some of the smaller nuances that people may take for granted, because people always would refer to him as like what
A
is it?
monk.
Not a monk. A monk. He's so serious. He's about
You
his
got knowledge of
business.
self, that's what they call you. You got knowledge of self. That's what
Word.
it comes down
And not
to.
only that, look where you at. You expect to
Yeah.
be clowning around
Word.
and messing around.
Exactly.
You gotta keep your
No,
third
you
eye
gotta
open
get to
all the
business
time.
and get your ass out of there. That's what
That's
your
it.
goal was.
Word.
Exactly. He was never comfortable in prison, and that's something that he showed through his words and his ways. So watching him upgrade his pillow, like go get some real pillows, like
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, I appreciate
Yeah.
because I knew that he was sleeping on steel by choice. He didn't use a mattress for the 28 years that he was in there.
Mm.
And it would pain me, but it was his choice. He didn't want to get comfortable in prison. So watching him get comfortable, that's been the biggest and greatest thing to see.
And that's crazy that you say about getting comfortable in jail, because it seemed like a lot of guys or females are like that.
Yeah,
Like they get
it's like the
comfortable in there
revolving
and they
door.
keep coming back and they're returning, and it's like, I don't understand it. Maybe Fuquan can explain that, but I don't understand how some people get comfortable and like they stay home.
I mean, a lot of people, you got to think about it. If you committed the crime and you committed it, you're doing some time, right? And a lot of people begin to normalize that by creating sanctuaries in prison, right? So I'm gonna have a job, I'm gonna have, to walk around in a robe. You're gonna try to replicate your living conditions for as long as you can to create some comfort in that environment, because if you're not fighting to get out, that means you're there. So you want to make things as tranquil as possible. So, if you got a watch that is a street watch and you got it from a CO, you're gonna get a street watch. If you got some sneakers that a new guy just came in with, that is something you would mimic if you was on the outside, you're gonna wear the sneakers. Like, you're doing whatever you can to replicate a society you may not go out into for years, right? So, and it creates comfort. Me, I was different. Like, I was in prison to get out of it.
Right.
I wasn't in prison to kind of normalize an identity within it. Like, it was real, like irrelevant, like what was going on in jail. It was like TMZ. Like, I didn't care about the politics. If it wasn't freedom, it didn't matter to me, right? But for others, that was their world. Like if they was being honest, if they was being realistic, they did the crime, or they may have pled out to numbers and they got 30 years. So let me get comfortable here. And they're gonna replicate whatever their standard of comfort is, unfortunately. And it creates a culture that newer guys come in that should be fighting, but now they have this optic of what normalcy looked like in jail, which it isn't. These are just a bunch of guys that conform to it, and it creates like a myth of how you should be doing time, when in all reality, it's the very barrier that prevents you from upending your sentence. See what I'm saying? Like when I came in the system, there was 3 things they gave you if you knew somebody. They gave you some shower slippers, right? Because you didn't want to step in that shower without no shoes on. It was food and cosmetics. That was the second thing they gave you. The third thing they gave you was a knife. Because that was the environment, right? So when young guys are coming in with that identity from the beginning, even though they got appellate issues and they got some issues that happen in their case, that's a different culture shock, right? And they're coming from the hood, because you got to think about it. The worst that happened to us is that we normalized our neighborhood. And we're the same people that go into prison and normalize prison too. So we've never learned to transcend our conditions like macroly as a whole. We simply mimicked our conditions on a micro level, and that's what happened with prison.
Thank you, brother, for that explanation, man. I didn't really understand it. Thank you.
It's
Come closer to the mic, Alphamo.
Sometimes I just feel, like I said earlier, that they're lost. And the comfortability of being in a place like that, and, you know, street guys feel like I'm in here, I went in before, I'm back here. They just make a life of it, you know, not knowing who that they're hurting from their families. Because this, like I said, this keeps going. It just doesn't stop there. But what I wanted to ask you was, what are some of your long-term, short-term goals? And in those long-term or short-term goals, are you reaching out to bring another brother home? And if, you know, are you working on a project? I know the Harriet Tubman Project is a big thing. You know, actually we were had the opportunity to check out some of that footage with the mothers and stuff like that. And it's very, very powerful, you know. And I just want to know, when would that be more in the forefront? See, because I'm all about, we got to put it in their face so they understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because right now it's just, you know, it's music, it's this, it's that, and then you got this red man in the office. He's going to be locking up more of the blacks and browns. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. I'm sorry, but to me, it's just, you know, it's a passionate thing for me.
Nah, I get you. And he's orange, he ain't red. You know what I mean? But
that's
what
what
it
it is.
Orange.
We call
Word.
it Agent Orange. We call it
He's
Agent
like the
call it
color of
Agent
this
Orange.
right here. He the color of the board.
Yeah, we call him
But
Agent Orange.
yeah, but so my immediate goals is this. In prison, what I used to do is I was able to get a whole bunch of guys in the yard that wasn't doing anything enrolled in the programs that we was running, right? But I had a program I can bring them to. So out here, I got to create an infrastructure. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can go speak to the young adults, and I do. I speak to a lot of young men and women, right? But I want to create an infrastructure, because once they say, you know what, I want to get off the block, where can we go? I want to be able to say, that building right there, we own it. I need you to come every day at 3 o'clock. And this is boom, 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 we got for you. The fact that I can't do that yet is suppressing a lot of the equality that I want to extend. So my thing is infrastructure building. I want to look at what infrastructures exist in my community, what spaces I can kind of leverage. Once I get the space, we already got curriculums. We already have lived experience. We can invest in those spaces. And once that's solidified, now I can go in my community and, you know, do what I do and say, nah, 3 o'clock over here, or
over here.
yeah. So my biggest, I'm never going to go to the people without having resources, because I'm not naive, nor am I going to ask them to do anything they never seen me do. Right. So my biggest thing is kind of branding me, a lot of people heard about me. I met a guy yesterday. He was like, yo, I thought you was like 7 feet, like 315. I said, nah, son, like I'm you, right? But what I'm saying is, like, I'm taking the mythology out of this, because I think one of the worst things anyone can do is consider me an anomaly. You see what I'm saying? Like, consider me a one-off, or that I'm fortunate, like I'm the one of million. No, like there was a older woman who's young at heart, right? But she looked at my story. She said, she thanked her faith for it. And I said, nah, I appreciate you, sis, but like I can tell you how this happened. This isn't nothing mythical, right? I can tell you step by step how my reality happened, right? And I think we bring myth, we bring superstition, we bring hypotheticals to life, and that can be damaging to people equally in the same position. So one of the things I want to do is create infrastructure. And the second thing that I definitely have to do is strip away the mythology that's associated with triumph, because there's too many others going through the same thing that feel they got to win the lottery to get outcome, rather than it being an extension of their work, right? So that's those two things are like principal infrastructural things of perception nuances that I'm trying to dismantle. And I'm gonna do it relatively quick too.
That's good. That's good. And Jackie, after fighting by his side for these years and stuff like that, what dreams of yours, because we already know he just broke down what he wants to do, what dream of yours are you finally getting to chase now?
Fu, I don't know what happened. We can't see you. But before I answer that question, I'd want to make it very clear when it comes to bringing more people home. Fu has been liberating people from prison mentally and physically years before his own physical liberation. So the only difference between him and Harriet is he freed others before he freed himself. He's been doing legal work, teaching brothers how to literally get themselves out of prison. So there's a lot of people, and I was able to learn this firsthand through my advocacy, that credit their freedom, their physical and mental freedom, to Fuquan.
Right.
So getting people home is natural for him. And it's something that we're going to continue to do through the Harriet Tubman Project. She freed herself and went back and freed others. So we do that through the law. We do that through advocacy. And although Fu is absolutely correct about the physical infrastructure of getting space and real estate for people to meet, we are doing it now. We have a Wednesday meeting every Wednesday since the very first day he came home. He came home on a Tuesday. That next Wednesday, we were on Zoom teaching people how to get people home, and we do it every Wednesday. So our responsibility and obligation, because when you have knowledge, you have to manifest it into wisdom, is to bring that understanding to the rest of the world. Just as Fu said, it's great to pray, but you have to put a plan behind the prayer, or else you're just going to be putting all of your faith in someone or something outside of yourself. So how do you become a co-counsel with your attorney? How do you show your loved ones that want to support you how to support you? So that's some of the work that we've been doing, and that's some of the work that I'm going to continue to do through the Harriet Tubman Project, is help other loved ones, show them how to advocate, how to duplicate what I've done for Fu for their own loved ones, and then also take care of them. Because yes, I never gave up on Fu, but it was hard. It was so hard.
I could
And
imagine.
I did it with no resources. And sometimes, most of the time, I did it completely by myself. So my obligation is to share my knowledge with others. And that's something that I will be doing, and I am doing, and we're doing together.
Knowledge is power.
Yes, no
Knowledge
doubt,
is
no
power.
doubt, no doubt.
And it's like each one teach one. Knowledge is power. You know, sometimes that's the biggest gift that we can give someone. You know, but they have to follow that up. You know, faith without works is nothing. You got to put that effort in. You know what I'm saying? And a man without a plan is a lost man. Man or woman, you know, is lost. You know what I mean? So I'm glad to hear those foundational steps that you guys are taking to move this forward. You know what I mean? So I'm praying and hoping that everything works out. I know Boston is a rough city. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard, but keep pushing. Don't give up. You know, don't give up. We had have a company called Wolfpack, and the acronym for Wolfpack is with our love. Our love forms power and knowledge. And we often said we never give up on something. We rip the flesh off the bone till we get it. And when the flesh is going off the bone, we go for the bone marrow because that's where the nutrients is. And that's what we got to do for our people. We got to give them that nutrients, the knowledge to help build themselves and keep going.
Yes.
I
Come closer to the mic, come on.
I'm sorry. I talk loud, so I try to move back from the
No,
mic
don't
so I
move
don't
back.
blow your ears out.
Don't move back.
But so I'm just proud and I'm happy that y'all doing this. And before I forget, you guys always have a home on Food for Thought. You know, like, you know, for Fuquan, we met him when he was locked up. Y'all always have a home here. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is, because we just like to do what we have to do for people as well. And that's what we've been doing.
So
Nah, I always want to maintain my. I telling Jackie this the other day. There's as much as we get a lot of love from, the community and different people. Like it wasn't always that way. Like there was a lot of silence too. So for those that show love, we're always gonna be family in this space. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not really doing a lot of stuff, even though like I made knowledge born. Like my phone get blown up doing a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm quick to say no. Like I'm not someone that's chasing an identity or I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
Nah, like it don't make sense, right? But when it comes to you guys, like you was there when a platform was necessary, right? So you was there, to kind of treat her well, right? So for me, like it's my obligation to pay it forward. I'm not someone with selective amnesia. You guys have been incredible. This ain't no one-off with you, right? And the love is reciprocal. We're gonna have you on our platform. So, the love is incredible, and I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, man. Thank you. We appreciate you guys here too.
Yeah,
I want to
we
ask.
can do, we do.
I want to ask both of y'all questions. So, how are you taking care of your mental and emotional health today? After all of this is going on, not saying everything calmed down, but now, how are you dealing with that now, emotionally, your mental health?
So for me at the root, like I'm a 5%er, so I study. I've been a holder of 120 for 28 years. You see what I'm saying? Like I start my day dealing with today's supreme mathematics. I kind of get my day outlined before I walk into it. I think if you don't give something to the day will give everything out of you. So
Exactly.
I'm always goal-centered with my days, and that is what creates the opportunity not to be overwhelmed by what comes with it. Because if I didn't ask for it, it's like a grocery store. I got a list of stuff I want. There may be someone like parading a new product or whatever, but I got a list and I'm on a budget. I'm out after I get whatever I need. That's how I treat the days because I'm culturally centered. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to deviate from that. It's in me chemically. It's not even about information or knowledge. It's in my chemical balance now. But that's what keeps me grounded, doing the very things that allow me to will my freedom. I'm willing the outcome of the day and just kind of shrinking it a little bit.
No doubt.
That's a great question, and that's a great answer. And I already knew Fu was going to answer that way because, like he said, it's chemically within him. It's not a religion; it's a culture for him. It's a way of life. He doesn't just show up on Sundays; he shows up every day. And I'm still learning that. He introduced me to the culture, and I've been studying and trying to ground myself. And it's not easy. I'm still working on my own identity because, I've been a lawful Fuquan's queen for so long, or Fu's queen, Fu's advocate, this identity that is a part of me, but it's not all of me. So just working on my identity, working on really figuring out, to your question earlier, what it is that I want to do in addition to everything that we've mastered in this work and in this journey. So taking it a day at a time, knowing that we have to maintain control, because like Fu said, there's so many factors environmental that are trying to take over our minds and our bodies. So just staying, maintaining my identity.
Yeah, take
I
it
know
take
it's
it at a
self-master.
pace, a slow pace, man,
Yep.
because sometimes you got to slow down, because if you don't slow down, life will run right over you.
Yep.
Right.
Hmm.
And
So
a
you
lot
gotta
of
slow down.
no's, like Fu said, we don't say yes to everything, but we say yes to those that were with us in the fight when it was needed the most. So there's a lot of things that we do have to say no to because we need time for ourselves.
No. No.
No.
It's
Word.
a full sentence too.
Sometimes,
No.
yeah, sometimes you need time to,
No.
breathe and relax.
And that's what I was saying on one of my shows. I have a show called Unscripted Conversations, and on there I was talking about this. You have to learn to tell people no.
Mhm.
It's not bad. It's not wrong. It's for your being.
Yeah.
You have to learn to say no. And a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't do that.
Sometimes you
know.
got to say no just to recharge. You know
Yep.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just to recharge.
Sometimes you never know who is who in your circle until you say no.
Yep.
Exactly.
So I'm someone that
Mhm.
has to know who's in my circle. And
Who's
you have to
toxic.
be revealed to who people are before the stakes get higher, right? So for me to say no on something, you'll be exposed to a whole bunch of things that you likely would have never seen until you're in the worst circumstances. So I like no's because it's disinfectant to eliminate some of the chemicals that are undeserving to be in your space.
That's what I said. The toxic people.
Yeah,
Toxic.
Word.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
yes,
say no,
yes.
boy. You see how
Word.
we tight, we this and that. And the minute you say no,
No.
then now that's it. You could
Not the
see what
100
you're
yes
running.
you said, but the
Exactly.
one no.
That one no will
Yeah.
shut down that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You start getting treated different, acting funny, different. And at that point, you showed your colors, so it's time for me
Word.
to bounce. You know what I'm saying?
So-
and do what I got to do.
Again, for both of y'all, right?
I know
just
you
wanna
go ask them.
what's it been like learning each other over again in freedom? Because while you was in there, it was kind of rough. So now you have your freedom. What's it like learning each other over? Learning. Jackie.
So go ahead, Jennifer. I can add on to give her a foundation. So I think the biggest thing for me, I think she alluded to it a little bit, is there's a lot that comes with me. Like Fuquan and da-da-da-da-da-da. And one thing I don't ever want to happen is for her to be invisible.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying? Where it's about Fuquan. They see her, how's Fuquan doing? They don't even ask how she's doing.
Right.
They probably evaluate she's doing well because Fuquan's doing well. Like it's Fuquan. Like, and my biggest thing is I don't want her to be invisible. You see what I'm saying? Like she's too brilliant. She's too excellent. Like her mind is incredible. And for me, it's kind of stepping away just in certain nuances so that she can get the light. And because she deserves it. Like she's one of the most powerful people I know. And it's getting used to that, and creating healthy spaces where she can be seen. So to me, that's been probably the most like palpable transition for me.
When
Big
the
ups.
world gives you a gift, it's like a woman. You give her a gift that she likes, she gonna love it. She gonna show a friend. She's proud of that gift. But when the world gives you a gift, like that queen stood by you, you gotta let her show off. This is her platform. This is what, and you exalt that. You know what I'm saying? We're not ashamed of that. You exalt that. So
Big up to
that's the best.
Jackie. Big up to Jackie.
Yeah, big up to Jackie.
Give
Big
her
up
a
all
round
it
of
down, see?
applause, man. She deserved that.
Yes. Yes. So what go ahead, Jackie. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just want to add on to that. I think for me, it's been an incredible journey watching him grow and learning so much about him. I mean, when he was incarcerated, we were talking like 9 times a day, most of it business, others just getting to know each other, visiting him at least once a week for 3 years straight. So now, as much as we do enjoy each other's company, I'm also allowing him time to figure out who he is. And I know a lot of other partners, when their loved one comes home, they kind of smother them and don't let them breathe, or they don't want them to go too far away because they're afraid. It's just like, nah, you're free. Like, I'm excited to see him in the world. I'm excited to see him explore the world. So I'm just learning him from a different vantage point as he's learning himself, because Fuquan's never been in the world before. Ricky was, and it ain't the same people. So I'm just enjoying watching him blossom into the person that he engineered himself to be.
Yes. Big up to Fuquan. That's my boy right there. That's my man
I
right
want
there.
to ask, I have wrote this one down. It's for both of y'all. What do you want your legacy to be going forward?
Say that again, brother. Say that again.
What do you want your legacy to be moving forward? It's deep. Food for
I
thought.
think for me,
yeah.
I think for me, it's moving forward. It's really upholding the legacy of Harriet Tubman, right? Because here was someone that went through slavery, willed her freedom, and she could have been content. She could have wrote a book. She could have been doing speaking engagements. She could have just been sipping tea, right? She could have been doing a whole bunch of stuff, but she came back because those conditions that she was liberated from remain. And if in any way a tenth of her legacy can be something that I'm known for going back and getting more, that's what I'm pushing towards. Because in every space, I know how to leverage to go back and get another person. So that's what my legacy, I desire for it to be, and that's what I'm aiming towards. Because there's so many brothers that I got on that other side that I will not be completely free until they are. And my legacy will always be tied into that. And that's just me. I got that guerrilla oath. I got that loyalty and leave no man behind mindset. So that really where I see my legacy moving forward.
That's it. And Harriet Tubman, she was gangster. You know what I'm
Word.
saying?
Yeah,
was
she wasn't
gangster with
playing,
it, man.
son.
She was not playing. So yeah, man.
Peace.
Bless. And Jack,
So-
you?
This question is beautiful to me, because the very first thing Fu said to me the very first time I ever spoke to him was, "What do you want your legacy to be?" Didn't even know his name. He didn't even introduce himself yet. He said, "What do you want your legacy to be?" And I'm like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. Make
So
Right off the top.
right off
Yeah, I
the
don't
top,
play games.
Right off the top.
he set himself. He already showed me he was different, and it's the same answer. I want to be able to change the world, even if I only change the life of one person. And I feel like I've already done that in a sense with Fu, being able to be part of his liberation. I know that he's going to be able to change the world.
Yes.
So that in itself is a beautiful legacy, to know that liberation is at the foundation of it, and that my daughter and any children I have after her knows that their mother is about liberation. So I think it's very important for my lineage to know that you can never give up, and know that literally anything you set your mind to, you can accomplish. Because people thought I was crazy. They were judging me for what I was doing and how I was holding him down. And now those same people are praising me for my sacrifices and for my dedication and devotion to him. So I just want anyone that knows me or knows my name to know that I never gave up, and I fought for liberation.
Thank you. Big up.
Powerful right there.
And I want to thank you,
now
my
they
brother.
look- Now they hold
me
on,
say-
respect. Now they look differently at you. You know what I'm saying? Because they couldn't understand what you was doing. But sometimes we got to keep going and leave the noise behind, because if we look back, like we said in one of our episodes, if you keep looking back, you will never be able to look forward to see where you're going. You look forward, you seen you was going where you were going, and y'all building a foundation. So that's a blessing there.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. I mean, I don't got the best vision, but I have vision and it's for me to see.
Well, that
So-
third eye
Yeah.
see real well. So that's what counts. You know what
I
I mean?
want to thank you, my sister and my brother, for coming through and blessing the show with your energy. Give it up again for Jacqueline and Fuquan coming in the
Stay
show
in.
today. Thank
Blessings.
you.
Don't go
Nah,
nowhere.
peace.
Stay in the dugout. Peace.
Nah, we in there, man. Word.
All right.
Yeah,
Peace.
yeah.
All right.
Thank
Peace.
you. Yeah, man. Yeah, give it up to them again, man.
Yes, yes. That was a
Blessing,
powerful
blessing.
episode right there.
Amazing.
That's very powerful, you know, and I think the world really needs to hear these stories, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because they're real. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They real, and these, rest, these type of shows and podcasts that we do, they really touch me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's deep, man.
Yeah.
It's just deep, man.
And like we say here, food for thought, man. Food for thought where flavor meets culture and real conversations are always on the menu here at Food for Thought. This isn't just a show, it's a table where stories are shared, creativities is celebrated, and the truth is served fresh every time here on Food for Thought. Each episode, we sit down with artists, innovators, and everyday voices who shape the world around us, driving what inspires them and keeps their spirit lit. So if you're searching for unfiltered connections and conversations that exactly and actually matter, you just found it here at Food for Thought.
That's right. Where's what? Food,
Food for
music, and the what?
Thought. Food, music, and the truth.
Yes.
This is Food for Thought, feeding your mind, fueling your spirit, and delivering stories that stay with you forever.
Today's episode is sponsored by Dubby Energy Drinks. Dubby allows you reaction time paired with laser-sharp focus without the jitters or a crash. If you want to start winning more, this is for you. The premium energy drink Dubby.
Get 10% off your entire order from Dubby when you use coupon code Food for Thought, which helps support the podcast.
If your project is the secret sauce, Food for Thought is your perfect kitchen. We are pleased to announce that we are now offering promotional opportunities for individuals, brands, and businesses. If you're looking to expand your reach, we are ready to work with you and accommodate your budget. Contact us today to learn how we can help promote you on our platform. Thank you.
Yeah. That was great. That was great. I think I pressed a little buttons there. I was trying to go past the advertisement, but we got it up there.
Yeah, we got it up there.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. We had a great guest tonight, Fuquan
Yes.
and Jacqueline. Big up to them one more time, man. One more time. Thank you for coming on the show today.
Yes.
BK Pinky, is he in the building somewhere?
He's in the building. Where you at? He's in the building.
I don't
Last
know.
time I
He's
seen him,
supposed-
he's like he's in the dugout. He ain't in the dugout now. He dugged on out.
Dugged on now.
He dugged on out.
So what's been going on with you, man? You've been
Man,
good.
I just been
Because
good,
I know
man.
we didn't
Just-
talk about it in the beginning. Because
Yeah.
I like to get straight to the guests now. Because
That's-
people
yeah,
out
that's
there,
what
they
we
want to
gotta
see
do,
the
baby.
guests. And they don't want to hear us rambling all around. So we get straight to the guests.
Yeah, get right into the meat and potatoes of Let
Yeah,
them know
man.
what's going on, man. A lot going on.
Yeah, so we're gonna bring up BK Pinky in the building. Let's go,
Yo,
BK Pinky.
what's up?
What's good?
What's good? We thought you fell asleep or something.
Yeah. Nah, man. Nah, I was interested in that, man.
Thought you
You
fell
know, sorry
asleep or
about that.
something. We was like, where
I'm
he
good,
at today?
but you know, no technical difficulties, man. That's all right. But I'm here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no doubt. How's things been, man, out there in the streets?
Everybody good out in the streets, man. I want to give a shout out to my my son.
Yes.
He turned 17 yesterday.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, shout out to him real quick. You know, me and the wife did that thing whenever hooked him up. Everybody in, you know, from South Carolina, my homeboy CP, my my brother, you know, VA and Cali. They
You
watch.
told Callie we coming to see him?
Yeah, we come to see him, man. Gotta come to see him.
Big up to Cali.
Also, you know, yeah, I gotta get a shout out to my little cousin Kalia again, man. She didn't see the last time, so
Kalia, you better be
Kalia.
seeing this time.
Yeah.
you gotta see
You
it.
better be looking this
Gotta see
time.
Yeah. Love you. You know what I'm saying? Also, my cousin Cook, so she watched the show and all that. So that's good.
No doubt.
But
That's
you
my
know,
family.
man, yeah, man, we do our thing here. You know, they support me. You know, and food for thought. And
No doubt. That's what we need here. We need support here.
Support.
Are we doing real good? Our numbers is going up. Thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for your blessings, man, for helping us here at Food for Thought. Because without you, there would be no us.
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
Right.
So, Pinky, you got some news for me, man?
Yeah, I got some news for you. Y'all ready?
All right, hold on. Yeah.
Yo, man. First, I want to talk about Trump, man. Greenland.
Greenland.
This all Trump talk about, man. For the last week or two.
Mm-hmm.
Greenland.
Because he wants to take over there, and it's crazy.
Yeah, Greenland is, if people don't know, Greenland is like a giant land of ice. You would think it's Iceland.
Yeah.
But it's like a giant land of ice.
Yeah, and I think they only have like thousands of people there, not
Right.
hundreds of thousands. This is thousands.
And him and his cronies only looking, it's Greenland, but he see money green. Now, people don't know Greenland, under that is billions and billions of natural gas and rare gems.
Yeah, different minerals. Yeah.
Right? It's history lesson. English came in Africa. We got gold, diamonds, and they did the same thing. They took diamonds, the gold, the rubies, the sapphire, all the, you know, the precious gems and jewels and stuff like that. So they want to do the same thing over there. Anytime they go, they just want to take.
Yeah.
Just like they did in Venezuela. They want gas. They want the oil.
That's right.
But not only that, they claim that they want some military installations going on, right? But they already have places there that's already set there already.
Correct.
And Greenland is like, yeah, you could come on, you could put more there if you want. You could, you know, you're not going to own or take over this place, but you could set up, you know, just in case something happened. We down with that.
Right. Greenland is owned by Denmark, but Denmark controls that.
But I also heard, besides those reasons, and Trump said, I seen it, it's a military strategic strategy where Greenland is.
It is.
So that's why he was saying that's why he really wanted it. It's not really the natural minerals there, which I think is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But bullshit. You know, but I think but that's what he's saying now. He teeters back and forth for what it is, you know what I'm saying? But maybe you're looking for the bottom.
And that's what I was telling you, that
who knows?
You don't need to own
No.
Greenland to do that.
No.
If you want to set up, strategically, like you said, for military purposes, just in case something happens, they allow you to do that. They didn't disagree with that.
Yeah,
Right.
but respect.
Yeah, don't try to, that's just like the they trying to hide something.
Yeah, it's
They really want this, but they're gonna use that.
exactly. And they think that everybody who got their eyes closed is sleeping. So
Mhm.
he'll tell you anything.
It's a
You know what
sleepy
I'm
Joe.
saying? Yeah, he'll tell you everything. You know what I mean? That's what he really wants. You know what I'm
It's just,
saying? But
it's greed. That no what is the
Mhm.
funny is it's greed.
Mhm.
It's, you know what, famous verse from DMX. You been eating long enough, man. Stop being greedy.
greed.
Yeah, yeah. But you got to remember also, Trump is a person that loves to have his name or loves to own everything.
Mhm.
He was doing that when he was in his regular business.
He put his name on what? The
Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, so that's what he want to do
Trump of
now.
Mexico. Ain't golf. It's gonna be Trump in Mexico. Or Gulf
And then
of
he did the Kennedy Center,
Kennedy
right?
Center. That's
What
what
it
I
was.
was. Kennedy Center. He put
Yeah.
his name. Come on, man. What, come on.
That's how he is.
Too
Yeah.
much, man. He
He
doing.
want the Nobel Peace Prize. He want this prize. He want
Well,
that prize.
speaking of
I'll
that,
give you a prize. all
Yeah,
right.
speaking of that, he is speaking of that.
Oh,
It's the Nobel Please Prize.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Please give it to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at Kennedy. Now, can I have that? Please, can I get that? That's it.
Exactly. That's basically what it was. The way
Can I
it
please
is.
get the Nobel Prize, please? The lady gave it to him from Venezuela. You can't get somebody a prize that somebody already got.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly. Acceptance. Yep.
you can't accept it.
Acceptance. Yeah.
And he said, "Yo, he got rid of 8 wars. Like what war? What 8 wars? They stopped? They stopped for a minute?
Oh,
That's
no.
what they do
It, it seemed like she was like, you know what? Leave me alone. Take this
Right.
this
Just
this
take that.
fucking thing
I'm trying to see
and leave
these
me
fights.
alone.
I'm trying to
I'm
see
tired to hear you talk about it. Take the damn thing. Leave me alone.
Please.
That's what it seemed like it was.
People don't want to hear that.
No.
You got a war over here.
Yeah.
You got the war versus people versus ICE over here.
Yep. Yep. The ICE thing is getting
You ain't-
really crazy.
You ain't that's still going.
Yep.
We
Yep.
stop that.
Yep.
So what you talking about? You cleared 8 wars.
No. He got to fix
He's
this
fighting
one here.
itself.
You
He's
fighting
fighting itself.
fighting itself.
And like you said, we have to
Ransom, you
fix
come over
this
here
over
with
here.
that, and you really gonna get a fight.
Mhm.
Yes. No
You
doubt.
playing around, man.
Yeah, you definitely got to fix
around.
this, man. This ICE issue, man.
Yeah,
You got
I
to fix
don't
that.
know. They stay in Minnesota, like they don't want to leave Minnesota.
So big up to Greenland.
Big up, man. Big up.
I hope this thing get resolved
Man.
peacefully.
Beautiful is beautiful. Why would you
Yeah, it's a
want
beautiful place.
place,
Seems
man? Why
beautiful.
would
It's
you wanna-
cold, a little too cold
It's
for me,
cold,
but it's
yeah,
beautiful.
man, but why would you want to do that? Why would you want to just, to me, like you destroy it? Bring it down. You don't want to do that. And Denmark, they're gonna fight for it. They ain't giving up nothing.
Definitely. What else you got?
Yo, man, it's crazy. He's now showing people that ICE is half. Most of them is Hispanic.
Hispanic. Yeah, that's what he said yesterday.
So you got Hispanics getting Hispanics out of the country. I don't get it. And if they Hispanic, why they wearing masks?
I don't know.
You already telling who they are.
And that's the problem. Like matter of fact, next week, unscripted conversations. That's what I'm be discussing. ICE versus America. So watch out for that one. But it's getting crazy out here. It's getting crazy. The ICE agents They just walking around. And what ICE actually is, ICE is a federal law enforcement agency under the Department of Homeland Security. I think it's DHS. And it was created in 2003. I think that was after 9/11 when the DHS was founded. So they saying ICE has two purposes, two main branches: enforcement and removal operations, they call it, where they arrest, detain, and deport people. And then they have the Homeland Security investigators, the HSSI or whatever they call it. Those people, they do the human trafficking, they do the drugs, they do the weapons and all that stuff, financial crimes or whatever, that stuff like that. And it's crazy because a lot of people don't even realize this. Not every ICE agent is doing deportations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
ICE doesn't, ICE does not make immigration laws. ICE enforces them, also enforces the laws, passed by Congress. So Congress need to step their game up and be like, listen, we ain't having this no more. And this is where the problem is at. It's like, it seemed like Congress don't want to say anything to these people because of Donald Trump.
I hate to say this, but the mask wearing, the no warrant busting in homes, let's pull everything back and let's see where it really is going. These are not federal agents, every last single one of them. Stand back and stand by was a rally cry.
Yes.
These guys are covering their faces and doing that. So every one of those ICE agents that you see with those jackets on, think who they really are, if you understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So this is the things that's happening in America now. And these things was going on way before we was born.
Right.
Of course.
So it's happening now. They just finding different ways to trick and fool people and get people upset. And now they think people are thinking that they all are these government officials. They just only wearing that stuff. You could go get that from any of these stores and they slapping a badge on them and they from this militia, that militia. That's my personal opinion. That's not food for thought's personal opinion. So everybody that got their eyes closed is not asleep.
Right.
They're silent.
TT. Come on, TT.
And they're silent for a reason.
Stop
It's crazy.
You know what? It just it got it's colored now. It got colors on it now. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's not a plain
I follow
color.
you.
You follow me, right?
Yes, sir.
It's got colors. That's it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
TT, who you playing with?
And
And-
ICE,
and-
I was just
I'm
going to
just-
say,
Hindsight.
yeah, go ahead.
Hindsight.
No, I just want to say respect real quick to all the people that's street, hood, and stuff. You are the hood security. You see, they got their ICE and you are the hood security. Let's love each other. Let's protect each other. Let's watch out for each other. Because that little old lady, that young kid, that mother, that school, they're going to need you. We got 3 more years.
Yeah.
We're going to need you. So let's band together, do the things that we got to do, and protect our communities.
You see now also real quick. You see what the monks is doing.
Oh yeah.
You see.
Oh yeah.
Because
They
they
march-
they know what's it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's going to
They
be
walk
crazy soon.
in peace.
And they ain't gonna mess. I'm sorry, go ahead.
They know it's gonna be crazy.
And they ain't
That's
gonna
why
mess with the monk.
They ain't gonna mess with them. They ain't wanna
Five
mess.
styles of Shaolin. They gonna get their
And
get
it's-
their
and it's
ass
cra-
whooped.
Yeah, and it's crazy because ICE arrests are supposed to prioritize people with serious criminal crimes and convictions, right? But with final orders removed, people don't see that.
Of course not.
They're not taking people with criminal backgrounds. They might be, but most of them, a lot of them aren't. A lot of them are here working, trying to raise their family and everything like that, you know. And it's a priority shift, basically.
Yeah, they racial profiling. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, that's what
You
it
know,
is.
they're racial profiling the majority of these cases, you know, and it's a shame. You know what I mean? You know, people sat back and wasn't too vociferous, if that's the right word, when this orange agent was saying all of these different things about people that I'm not worried about the Haitians. I'm not worried about them in
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. It's not affecting me. Well, now it's right at our doorstep.
Exactly.
Now it's
Exactly.
at our doorstep. So what we gonna do?
Exactly. So I have some
It's
I
gotta
have
stop, man.
some straight from the heart questions from our viewers. Y'all want to hear some of them?
Yeah, definitely,
All right.
man.
So let's see what we got here. This is from Angel 369, and she says, if ICE is about safety, why are families getting caught up? What do you think?
And repeat it again. What she said?
It says, if ICE is about safety, like they say,
Mm-hmm.
why are families getting caught up in it?
I spoke on that a few minutes ago, because that part of the agency, that's what they're about, family. But when you got these other people covering their faces because they're criminals, so they're not about family. They there to do whatever they can do and get out whoever they can get out and make their country, as they feel, what they want it to look like. That's all, because they're not about family.
No, it's not. And when they go after one person, because you got to remember, families live in the same home, right? So when they do their raids are abroad, and the nonviolent people always get swept up right in that. So that turns safety into collateral damage, not protection.
If they're Hispanic, right? Why they go after their own people?
It's just
basically go after your own. This is my family over here. So maybe another ICE agent somewhere. Go after their family. Then what? Then what happened?
It's just nuts. So this is a legal and rights based question. Legal rights, right? And this is from Joyce Savage 21. What's the difference between an ICE warrant and a real warrant? So that's what they asked there.
Well, I guess one is could be on the state level, could be on the federal level.
Yep.
You know, that's they the federal under the federal level, so that's the federal warrant. You know, the Homeland Security, whatever, is on the state is like a regular warrant. You go in there, like a cop want to get a warrant or a detective want to get a warrant, city-wise, to get somebody, whatever. So I think that's maybe the difference.
Yeah, because the ICE warrant is they say is not a real warrant. ICE warrant is issued by ICE, DHS,
right,
and not a judge.
Right.
Now that's what makes it different.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have a real warrant, that is supposed to be signed by a judge, right?
Yep.
And that allow them to enter your home.
So,
but if they have a paper,
Supreme Court,
yeah, whatever judge is giving them that warrant, because a lot of them have regular warrants. Like I said,
you probably just stamping them.
They have.
He just
They better not. They better not. They
got a
better
whole
not.
bunch of copies.
So the ones they got does not allow them entry into your home without a consent.
Right.
So you need that one that has the judge signature at the bottom or a stamp or whatever at the bottom, and that's official. So that's the answer to that question, Joyce Savage 21.
Yeah, but if 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 they're immigrants and they might not know what one one of these
But that's how
legal
they take
warrants
advantage.
look like. So they'll
That's
take
how they
advantage.
take.
Right.
Yeah,
That's how they take.
So this
That's
is the game. They're not
that's the
walking
game.
around with a lawyer in their house when
right.
they
Nope.
come busting in. You know what I mean? So this is the game. And they
Yep.
don't even
Yep.
know. They just see. That's what I'm saying. They just see FBI on a
They
vest or something.
it could be anybody.
It could be anybody.
They do it. They doing a training day thing.
Yes.
Open the door. This is a warrant. He
Yes,
got
yes,
he got
yes.
a Snicker bar paper.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is a warrant. Come on in. Let me see
Yeah.
it, cop.
Yeah. And
That's
they
what they doing.
they probably don't even have probable cause for that. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? But now when they get in there and they find somebody, now all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm taking them. When that shouldn't be even in effect because it's unlawful for what you did.
Mhm. It's
It
nuts.
just that stuff just pisses me off, man. It really does.
It does. It does.
You
You
go
know,
to the uniform store, get all that.
and it's reminding me more and more of that show that came out, Civil War.
Mm.
You know, pretty soon they'll have checkpoints on different blocks.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And when you got to walk around with your ID with
Right.
this saying you're a citizen, you
Ooh.
can't have
Yeah,
this, you can't
that's
have
what they saying with the
yeah,
ID, walking around with it. Yeah, like
yeah.
everybody got
Home
their
of the
ID.
free, right? That's what it says, home of the free. Huh.
Yeah.
That's what you was
Home-
taught when you stood up inside that classroom when you was little, eating them little crackers and all that at cookie time. Home of,
Hmm.
come on, what's going on?
Gentlemen, before because I can't look, I have a lot of people
Yeah,
here,
yeah, man, we
but
definitely got to get
but we
some more
can't
of
get to
those.
all of them. I'm gonna get to one more, and
Okay.
then we're gonna because I can't get to all of them. Let me see which one. Okay, so accountability question. This is from Tom 69. Tom 69. Why isn't there more transparency? We
Wasn't
always say
there,
that.
Tom? Wasn't there more transparency? You ever seen the Shell game, Tom? Or you ever stood? I know we was on Respect. We was on 116 in Park Avenue, 3 car Molly. You know what I mean? Tom, that's what's going on here. They want you to see this while they switch their hand and move this over here, and you're still looking over there. There is no accountability when that orange agent is inside of that office because he's going to protect.
AKA Propaganda Trump.
There you go. Everything that's there. That's what's going on here. So they're not going to have accountability.
And
They
No.
just had Jack, what's his name?
Jack Smith, I think is Jack Smith, the guy. Right.
Yeah, they just had his hearing
Mhm.
today.
Right.
Today, yeah.
And the things that was going on, this man, he had the evidence. He showed what was
Mhm.
going on. They got no accountability for what the orange agent did.
Nothing.
Yeah. And my brother here, Tom 69, there's no transparency also because ICE operates mostly without oversight.
Right.
No oversight at
That's
all.
how they want it.
Right.
Decisions are internal with limited reporting. They don't report
Everything
anything.
is
Policy
one
and data
way.
raids, arrests and criterias, all that stuff is rarely shared. They're not shared with anybody. So secrecy makes it hard for the community to know who's at risk and why. You know what I'm saying? And this is why there's no transparency, because of all the secrecy. Nonsense.
Mm.
Big
Is it
up,
crazy?
big up.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, we're gonna have to get some more of those, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, send in your requests, send in your questions to the show, man, and I'll say it on the air and we'll discuss it here on the show, man. This is something new, and I appreciate it, man. Just keep it coming. Keep them coming.
Yep.
Keep them coming.
Yep.
That.
So, my brother,
Yep.
AK Alpha Moon, you got the words of wisdom.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I got the words.
Word up.
Wow. what you got, man?
Let me I had some words of wisdom today, as most people know, is the passing of my brother Rick Dogs. He transitioned on this day.
Rest in
When
peace.
bless up. When
Rick.
when he passed, the idea came to me to do a Zoom podcast with all the fellas so we could sit down and talk about, his life and, stuff like that. And I pitched it to Red Specs, and Red Specs, being the person that he is, he flipped it and elevated it. And then we wound up doing this podcast, and it's going well. So this is for him. And I wrote this, and you might see it up on social media, but this is for him, and definitely for the brother Fuquan. Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Bringing enlightenment and awareness and wisdom and understanding.
Jackie,
Everybody, thank you for being on the show. Jackie, thank you for being on the show. Here we go. I'm just going to read it from off of here. Every day that passes, I miss you even more. It feels like your transition happened yesterday. I miss our talks, our jokes, the pranks we pulled on each other, and the laughter that we shared. Keep watching over us on this side, and keep watching over my sons, Aris and King, on that side. I feel your spirit is with me. Your presence stays deep in my heart. I love you forever, miss you always. A wolf and a dog. And now I stand as the only male sibling left from our mother's bloodline. The wisdom you passed down lives in me. And because of you, I rise to the level of a dire wolf. Y'all do your research on the wolf and the dire wolf. Rick Dogs, Papa Wolf, a dog is in a wolf's DNA. You are missed, but never forgotten. Sleep in heavenly peace, King. Derek Moon, Papa Wolf, A.K. Alpha Moon, Red Specs, Pinky, Food for Thought. We love you, Rick Dogs. Holla at the moon. Rest in peace, man. Sleep in peace.
Yeah. Rest in peace to my brother. We miss you. We miss you, Rick Dogs.
I miss you. Remember, we used to be joking around with that, like, it was a running joke. He used to say, "I'm a dog," you know his history with dogs and stuff. And I say, "Yo, I'm a wolf." So one day I'm like, "Yo, I got to get him back." Like, so I do some research on the wolves and dogs. That's why y'all got to look it up. And then I found out every dog DNA comes from a wolf. Which one is the oldest out of the history of a dog and a wolf? It's a wolf. I am the oldest out of Rick. So I go back and I tell him this. And he like, "Oh, F you." Like, "Yo, forget that." And we just run. So every time he would get, I say, "Yo, I'm a wolf, man. You a dog. You a pup. Yo. Yeah, we had a good time, man. I love him and miss him.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna miss him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you and Rick was something else. Yeah.
I think that week I just finished speaking to him and everything like that.
Yeah.
So, that was kind of rough for me, man. And I was in his area. Well, I was in Florida, but I was gonna stop by and see him on the way down, but things happened and I had to detour and come straight home because there was an emergency at home. And I always wish that I had the chance to stop there,
And for a minute, you beat yourself up for that until you and I had that talk, and I told you that's the way that it happened. You know what I'm saying? That's what he probably wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how you are. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So take that blessing, and you're doing way much better than this.
We want to thank everybody for coming on the show tonight. Red Specs, A.K. Alpha Moon, B.K. Pinky.
Yes.
Jacqueline, and my boy Fuquan coming on the show today. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll see you guys next Thursday. Be there or be
square. Pinky, take us out. There you go, Pinky. Take us out.
If you walk away from me, I just love you from behind.
Yeah, y'all. Next week, let's do it.